And we are live.
Oh,
Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the first episode of the Loud. First
let's
episode
go.
of the
Let's
Loud and Strong
go.
podcast. Yes, it's your boy E Man. I finally got this thing up and popping, got this thing up and cracking. Got my brother in here with me.
Wow, this is Big Rob. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
You've seen me, you've always seen him with me. That's the bro. Um, Welcome to the Loud and Strong podcast. This podcast, man, is my baby. I've been wanting to get this off the ground for a while now. I have some thoughts in my head that I've been, just dying to get out from a different perspective. This is a men's channel, men's based channel, and if I can't tell you the right thing to do, then I won't tell you anything to do. That's just how I roll, and I'm very, very optimistic about, you know what I'm saying, just the outlook of manhood, bro. I'm optimistic about it. Everybody got something to say crazy about the younger generation. I kind of don't see it that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's a lot of different misunderstandings about the younger generation. I kind of understand both parts.
Right, right,
On
right,
each side of it.
right. Well, manhood in general, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of under attack. I
Yeah,
would say it's under attack because, well,
yeah.
I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. What's going on with manhood has been going on since the beginning of time. The men now are just complaining about
Literally.
it. But they're not wrong.
They're
That's the
not.
thing.
They're
It's just
not.
that generations. What you say?
They're not, but it is now. It's like now that we're speaking out about it and kind of like voicing an opinion, so to say. It's is putting out that weaker vibe, like men aren't men, so to say.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I don't really.
Well, I wouldn't say so much as that men aren't being men. I think the number one thing is that a part of what has been sold of what masculinity is and what's ingrained in a part of it too is silence.
Right, right,
Like you get up and go to work, it's no sense to complain about it because the guy outside you at work too.
exactly.
He left his babies and he left his old lady at home too. And truth be told, women set the market. So men, the world is always going to acquiesce to, what women want. And that's just what it is. So women set the
Yeah,
tone.
you
You
never
know what
lying
I'm
about that.
saying? Shit, they do.
They
So
do.
you got to get
Yeah.
up and you got to hustle. So why when I say set the tone, I mean set the tone as in I believe that men are leaders, but I believe that women set the tone in a way. If watch this.
I know you. I know you. Come on, I know you.
If women didn't like money and nice things, most men wouldn't work. I'm serious.
You ain't lying about that.
I'm dead serious.
Swear,
Like you're gonna always have your hyper masculine, overworking brothers who gonna always want something for themselves, and them guys still reside at the top percent of men right now. Like they are just there,
right.
and it's not, and they have the money and don't have the time to spend it because they just love to work.
Yeah.
You're always gonna have that, but the regular everyday man,
He's not gonna work. He's not
for
gonna
real,
do it.
for real.
He gonna make enough to do him and get him through it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
lying about that,
Man, it's crazy, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Manhood is a awesome place to be.
Yes.
And it, the topic of tonight's stream is that manhood is undefeated, and I truly believe that manhood is undefeated in the sense, you gonna acquiesce and you gonna handle that. You gonna grow up. You gonna man up. You gonna buck up, or you gonna fold. But what do you hear when you hear manhood is undefeated? What's the first thing that pops in your head?
Just that the really strong, like strong-minded, well-minded manhood is like you just said. You can't roll with the punches. You gonna fold. So I feel you got to be strong. That's in every aspect. That's with your wife, your spouse, your kids. Your relationship with your friends. Even with your mom. Like you have to be strong and you have to stand on what you feel and what you believe in. and you have to act on it. Like you have to be all about that. If that's what you feel, that's what you truly believe.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that you have to be strong in it and stand on it.
Right. Okay. That was cool. That was some real talk right there.
Because
You
a lot of people, I
on
see
that.
a lot of people like. That's why I'm really, that's why how our circles are small. A lot of people don't stand on what they throw out there and say they believe and what they, going for and trying to achieve. Like, if you're not showing those actions towards that goal, then you ain't really a man. You ain't standing on what you know what I'm saying, what you putting out there.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. When I hear manhood is undefeated, what I hear is I hear a lot of things when I hear that. When I hear manhood is undefeated. Got a question for you.
What's that?
What do you call a man that doesn't work, sits at home all day on the couch, and sends his lady out to work? He's not really bringing in much to the table, just sitting at home all day. What do you call him? What is he called?
Never really. I can't really,
Yeah, you do.
It's
what you call it? Like, what would you call somebody like that?
A bum.
Thank you. It's
a bum. Yeah, like
okay, bum.
like literally a bum.
Gotcha. What do you call? Well, I won't even put it in a bad way. What do you just call a man that stays at home and handles the house while the woman goes out to work?
I would. If he's it all depends. Is he bringing in income?
No, he does not work. He's the house husband. He's the house husband. What does he do? What is he called? Who is he?
A bum.
A bum?
He is a bum.
Okay.
Just
a woman that's a housewife and stays at home and takes care of the kids in the home while the husband works. What is she called?
She's considered it okay. If she's married, listen to me.
What is she called?
If she's married and to that man with those kids, not even
man, she don't have to be married. If she living in the house and that's his lady, he got enough to provide and take care of her, and he has
she would be considered a housewife.
A good thing.
Yeah.
That's what I think of when I hear manhood is undefeated. You gotta work, you gotta get out and provide. The rules are different for you.
Right.
If you don't pay bills, you won't have nowhere to stay. If you don't pay bills in life and provide, you won't have a woman.
Thanks.
End of discussion.
Yeah.
Like, a woman, and watch this. Right. I believe that women set the market because we can clearly see that the men who work harder and have more have the better selection of women.
Yeah.
And the men that don't do that don't
at all.
In the discussion.
Don't at
like
all.
We see that, bro. And like when I hear manhood is undefeated, bro. Manhood is undefeated. Women, bro, they get to live in a world to where they have to be selective. Mm. They have to be selective. I'm gonna tie this back in. I know I keep going back to women, but I'm gonna tie this in. If I had to lay down with somebody and I could potentially get pregnant, I would be picky too.
Right.
I would want the best person to deal with too.
I gotta get.
I would be picky too, right?
Yeah.
So it goes back to when I say manhood is undefeated. Part of your manhood is taking care of your children. Part of it is taking care of your household. How do you hold yourself accountable for the ones that God has, I feel, the ones that God has placed into your life? How do you try your best to lead and guide them, learn from your mistakes? Oh, that's part of manhood. And you should want to be the best you can be. Manhood. And when I hear manhood is undefeated, I always, want to be a man of resources. Not so much as the richest man. I ain't gonna lie to you, I want to be that too. Yeah, but as a man of resources. And when I say a man of resources, I can provide things to my family and provide things for loved ones that I can save them on. I feel like as if I went out into the world and I learned skills and I can bring them back to the family. So my aunt called me and she said, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "I'm doing good." She said, "Listen, I know you work hard, but whenever you take some time off, I need you to come to the house and change out all the sockets in my house." No problem, T.
Right.
I had a job while I was working. I was a janitor at a hotel, but it was the best experience I ever had. I learned how to electrical work. I learned how to put up ceiling fans. I learned how to do something as simple as shampoo carpets, dog. I know how to install toilets. I did work at a nice hotel, so I had to do it the right way.
Right.
So I learned how to do things the right way. RP, my brother Willie, I used to work with. That man taught me a lot. He taught me a lot. You know what I mean? And I feel like I went off into the world and got skills, and I could bring them back to the family. I saved my auntie a call to the electrician. My mama called me and she was like, "I can't. The light in the living room, the string broke on the ceiling fan. The light stays on while the fan is on. So if I want either one, I gotta take both." I was like, "Okay, I got you. Cool." I get up over there. I go run to Home Depot. I buy a new chain. I get up there on the ladder. I unscrew it and I fix the chain. That's what I mean by manhood is undefeated. I went off into the world and I learned resources to bring back to the family that can save them later. And I could be broke. I could be a bum. I had nothing, but I still had resources.
Yeah.
I have my hands and I have my brain. You know what I mean? You should want to be the best version of yourself at all times. You should want to be the best version of yourself at all times, you know? And that's what I hear when I hear manhood is undefeated. But it's,
that is real. That's dope. That is real talk, bro. Like, those are things you can't pay for.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? Those are things you can't buy. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like just to be able to learn, have some kind of trade or know something that can be able to help somebody, you know, elevate or go to the next level, or be able to just be comfortable in their state. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's manhood. That's manhood.
In the sense of manhood, right now, what advice would you give to a young man in the dating world right now? What would you tell him to? I'm gonna make it a little bit more specific. How can a young man today tell if a woman is interested in him? Because a lot of young men there, they feel intimidated, you know?
Yeah,
they do.
I mean,
they feel intimidated by the ladies because the ladies, you know what I mean? I feel like in my heart, the most useless person in the world is an 18 to 21-year-old male.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I mean that just because I was there in a sense of, you know, you're not making enough money to make a dent. You know, you haven't really grown into your man body. All the women your age dating older men. You still at mama house or in college broke. You still trying to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Real talk.
So they really, I always tell young men at that time, don't date.
And
take school serious and get some of the major chunks of the things in your life you want to get done. Get them done early.
Yeah.
Get them done early. And
I was just gonna say, as far as being young, I mean, of course, you know, you're gonna have the female friend, you're gonna do what you do, you know, but I wouldn't pursue nothing like serious, like between if my personal opinion, if I could go back, I wouldn't. To the guys out there, I'll just say, man, take your time. You're not gonna really be serious till you around 28, 29. I'm gonna be honest with you, unless you just, you know, find your soulmate. Sometimes it happens. You know what I'm saying? I will go like 28, 30. I ain't gonna lie to you before I even, you know, even talk about pursuing anything serious, just further as like being with you for a lifetime. But man, I say, man, focus on yourself and find yourself. Find what you like to do. Find what you don't like to do. What you're gonna tolerate. What you're not gonna tolerate. Because all that's gonna matter. You're gonna go through. You'll run through 50 women learning what you like and what you want. You know what I'm saying? It'll take 25 women to show you that you don't like your food baked, or you don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't like.
Damn, 25.
Right? Like it. Dude, listen, this generation, they don't play no games.
They up, bro.
Man, my little brother, they don't play no games. I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. You know, Man, I've been out the game for a minute, but man,
I
this
bought out
generation.
I bought out Grayson.
I got out just in time. Jeez. I got out just in time, boy. This generation here, they don't.
What advice you give him though?
Man.
If this a scenario, he's out in the club. How would you tell him to approach a female? Who would you tell him to talk to? Would you tell him to go for the chick who's giving him choosing signals, or would you tell him to cold approach? As far as just, hey, I see her, I'm going to get her. Which one you think is best? You think both of them have their pros, their cons? What you think? Cold approach or look for choosing signals? You know, she look at you and hit you with the half flip, or she look at you and she sip that drink, but she swallow the straw, trying to look at you and drink at the same time.
Of course, both of them are gonna have their pros and cons. You know,
right.
Of course, the one that's choosing. I mean, to be honest, my girl chose me. Well, women don't choose you; they put themselves in a position for you to choose them.
Ding, 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 ding. Good answer. You know, I'm gonna get my soundboard together too. I got it right here. I'm gonna get my soundboard together. I got it right here because that was a perfect moment right there. I told you. Women do not holler at you.
They don't.
They put themselves in position for you to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Which I think is cute. It's cute.
So if you find yourself, you know, don't just, I mean, talk. If you're gonna talk to attraction is all. It's a big thing. But if you want to talk to her, go ahead and talk to her. But I would say just see where her mind is, see where her focus at. You know what I'm saying, and how she moving, and I would still, you know, if you just floating, you know, having a good night, I mean, I would still pursue the cold shoulder, you know, the cold approach too, you know, and still, you know, because I'm just a guy, I'm gonna go for what I want, you know what I'm saying? What I think most men think I can't have, you know, that's just always been me, you know.
You know how I think.
Man, y'all just
know how I think.
Yeah, I want the one that say no.
I want the one that gonna tell me no.
I want the one that say no. That's been your motto.
Yes, the one that every dude in the spot is looking at and say, man, I know she gonna tell me no.
Yeah, he is going at her and he gonna get it. I done seen it. He gonna do it. He gonna get it.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I say from that, the advice that I would give him, bro, is to always go after what you want. You know what I mean? The women that see you choosing signals, that's always going to be a little easier to deal with. It's going to be a little bit easier to handle, you know, because they've already, you know, made it clear the runway for you to come talk to them. You always, you know, you're in good standings already, because for a woman to even give you choosing signal, you have to bring some kind of value. You have to be at least tall, something she likes. You have a nice smile. She seen what you drove. It was something that already about you that she was already attracted to for to send you a choosing signals. But I can tell you this, it is something to be said about a cold approach, bro. It is something to be said about, excuse me, hey, how you doing? I'm doing well. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I'd have been kicking myself if I wouldn't at least came over here and tried to get your name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd rather you tell me no.
I'd rather
you tell me no than I tell myself no. You know what I mean? It's something about the confidence of it that women are naturally attracted to. That's a biology thing. I don't care how much money she got. I don't care what her status is. That's a biology thing. You know, so I will always tell young men just to be confident and be yourself. And if you be yourself, that's the way you won't run into no headaches with no. I'm talking about potential negative situations with young ladies. You know, if you straight up who you are, what you gonna do, how you gonna be, then she gonna either know from the jump what she can deal with or what she won't deal with, and then you can save yourself later on the back end. That's why I say don't be faking it up just to get her, because you're not gonna be able to hold that up. You cannot fake it up until you get her, because you eventually gonna come out and now she looking like he changed up on me. When the world telling her, well, you picked him.
And
she looking like, well, he changed up. And I'm looking like,
that's facts. Listen, when you listen, fellas, listen. That's facts. When you out, listen. Don't fake it up for these women. If she wants you, if she like you, she's gonna want you. She's gonna like you. Like don't act like something you're not, and then down the line, the real you, like you just said, the real you come out. That is, don't do it. Don't do it. That's fake. Don't do it, bro.
It's fake.
Don't.
It's not gonna work.
And it sends out a bad aura for the rest of the fellas out here. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you're a liar.
You know, literally,
you're a liar.
you lie.
I was watching this. You know what I mean? Like you, and a woman even watches the way you move, bro. Like if she see you lying to your homeboys and to your people, she knows you're a liar. I was watching this interview, and it was with this Colombian, drug boss from Miami back in the days, and he was working with one of the Colombian drug lords, and the Colombian drug, he had got in good with him. He was, they were making good money together, and the drug lord asked him to do something suspect, basically just like lied to one of the dealers and bamboozled him and fooled him, and then they were gonna come in the back end, probably rob him, kill him, hurt him, or something, right? And he was like, he looked him dead in his eye, and he told him, no. And the guy looked at him like, he told him something he never heard, because he don't hear no.
Yeah,
people. You do what he say or you die.
Right.
He said he looked him in his eye and he told him no. And he said, excuse me. He said, yes, I'm telling you no, because if I go do that, now I have the potential to lie.
That's real spirit.
So I'd rather you kill me right here as a man of honor than to be amongst you a liar.
That's real spirit.
And he was still alive to tell the story on, the interview I seen him on recently. Right. So I thought that was pretty dope. But it goes back to what I said, man. Be honest.
Always.
Be honest. Be completely honest. That's the first thing I would tell them. But bro, this is pretty dope. This is the first episode. I know we're moving a lot. We're a little nervous. We get the kicks off, but we go run this. This is gonna be hilarious to look at. When we go back and we look at the tape a year from now, and we got this thing popping, rolling, and we all the way good. Waiting on Troy to come in. This is really a three-headed monster. Yeah. Troy's supposed to be in here too. We're gonna stream him in. We're gonna bring him in. Hey sis, how you doing? That's my little sister. Hey, how you doing? I appreciate the support. I really, really do. We're gonna bring some things up, bro. And we're gonna keep the conversation going too. This podcast is not gonna be like anything what people think it's going to be. I just want to say that it's not gonna be nothing like what people think it's going to be. The thing about let's just 1 second. And y'all wait. We're gonna talk about Facebook and my post. Yeah, that's what you got to do.
The man. That man, boy. I ain't lying, boy. You go viral at least twice a week.
Somebody say, Big Rob, you look like them Alfredo wings.
Who said that? Oh, I know who that is.
Hey, Lou, how you doing? I'm so excited about this. This is my baby. I have put a lot of work into this. I've been really, really trying, and since my little sister is listening, I might as well go ahead and I'm gonna take care of that. We're gonna talk about the Facebook post later. We're gonna get to the mess later. We ain't worried about that.
Yeah.
But let me tell you about my little sister, bro. Like when I tell you manhood is undefeated, it is 100% undefeated. You know what I mean? And I'll say that in a sense of my sisters. I haven't talked to them in a while, but I want to say that I learned so much about them, my mother, and all of the women in my family once I had my daughters.
Preach on, bro.
Once I had my daughters, it all makes sense.
Yes.
It all makes sense. And I just want to say that I'm still growing, I'm still learning, I'm still loving, and as a man in this family, I will step up in any kind of leadership way that y'all need me to. And that I understand who I am, and I understand the choices that I made in the past. I understand them. And I say that in a sense about very, very disrespectful, bro. to my sisters, to my mother, to my brothers, to anybody. I always said what I wanted to say. That's my blessing. That's my blessing. I've been able to say what I wanted to say, but I used it the wrong way. I would use it to belittle people, put people down, curse people out, handle people bad, just use it in the wrong way. And I always commanded the room. Even as a kid, when I spoke, everybody listened. But when I got to the teenage years, high school, most things that were coming out were negative things, and I still captured the room. I now know at 38, I know I was the insecure, fat, bow-legged kid that was trying to point the finger at everybody else before they pointed at me.
Right. I'm gonna get the bullet off.
20 years later, I can say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But during that time, bro, like I was just using my voice for the wrong thing. And I've always been able to command the room. Miss Ngami, she was my French teacher in my senior year. And she pulled me to the side and she said, Ernest, I just want to let you know the last week has been real hell in my classroom. And that everybody in the classroom follows your lead. If you're having a good day, they're having a good day. If you're having a laugh day, they're laughing. If you're loud, then they're loud. And she said, just do me a favor. I need for you to just go in class. I need for you to just relax. I need for you to just chill and watch how the room responds. If you raise your hand, watch how everybody else start raising their hand. And it worked. And it blew my mind. And that's when the wheels started turning then. And then it's so crazy that I started school in 2003, 2004 at Southern, flunked out, running the streets, doing everything but going to class. And then 2011, when I went back into communications. So I've always had a voice, but I always used it for the wrong things. And I did not know what masculine frame was. I did not know that the only weapons that women have is manipulation and emotional things. That's the only way that they can win. Imagine if a war was going on and women had to protect themselves. Manipulation of men is all they really could do because they physically can't outpower it. You know what I mean? So that's their superpower.
Yeah.
My superpower is I'm stronger than them, and no matter what, I'm still the leader because they can't harm me. Right. But I came out of my masculine frame a lot against my parents, against my sisters, against my people who love me, my teachers, everybody, a lot of people along the way, bro. And I know my little sisters listen. I just want to tell you that I love you and that this podcast is going to help me grow. And I've already grown, but I want to tell you that your nieces have helped me understand you better. And you, if I had to pick the worst level of woman I wanted my daughters to be on, I would start at level Allison, and you got a PhD.
Doctor,
so if that's the lowest, so the floor in their life is doctor.
Allison,
that's the floor in their life. Yeah, that's the floor. That's the floor. So I just want to tell you I love you, little sister, and thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. I do.
She is dope, bro.
And that's what I was saying. Like that's part of manhood too. Manhood is undefeated because my wife. Yeah, I know I'm headstrong, and I know I got a real quiet, chill, smooth temperament woman. I used to think it was fake, but it's real. You know what I'm saying? That's who she is.
That's who she is. Yeah.
But I got to a point, bro, that if I didn't change my headstrong personality, I was gonna lose, and I was not gonna have it.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
And like life, manhood is undefeated, bro. It's undefeated. You can't go around treating people how you want to treat them. You can't go around you can't tell people how to experience you.
At all.
You can't tell people how to experience you. I like to curse.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
Sometimes it makes the conversation a little better. It does. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you, say it, Sean, bro. Bitch, you got me toe up.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Bitch,
you got me.
Right.
Yeah.
If I say that to my little sister, it's not gonna land the same way. Or if I say that around them,
right,
it doesn't land the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can say, hey, I was talking to Sean, I wasn't talking to you. I can say I was talking to Sean, I wasn't even talking to you, and I didn't say it in a nasty way. I still can't tell her how to experience me.
Yeah. That's real talk. Right?
She's having a human experience too.
Right, literally, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just respect the game.
Yeah.
As a man, you will not grow in life. And kids will bring that out of you too.
Yeah.
Kids will bring that out of you too, man. Manhood.
Man, I learned, boy.
Kids and manhood.
And
the flow is yours.
And my whole, when I thought I was a man, I never had patience at all until I got daughters. Like, well, my daughter Nala first. Like, is everything I was always on go. Like, everything just was, you know what I'm saying? It was just about me, and I was moving, man. I never had patience. I never stood still. You know me. I never sat in one spot. Like, and when I say patience, I don't mean just time with them or anything. Like, that's with everything. Like, I literally had a whole different outlook on everything about life. Like, kids break men down. There's kids break men down, bro, to the T. Like, and that's why if you a young man out here and you ain't in your kid's life, man, that ain't it. That ain't it, bro. I ain't lying. That's what makes you a man. That's what keeps you going. That's what keeps the engine pumping. Like, and like, man, I ain't lying. My daughter's really.
What your daughters did to you, bro? Okay, give me a story. Give me a story to where. Okay, I got you. Give me a story to where Go ahead. Give me a story where your daughter broke you all the way down with love. I'm talking about she did something and you was hot as fish grease. But her response to you made you feel so bad for getting mad at her. Give me a story.
Ooh, it's a couple of them, boy. It's a couple of them, but I gotta go with my baby. When Nala, she had this problem in school where she, Nala's smart as a whip. She finished everything. She want to talk. She want to talk to the other kids. So it's happened about this. I mean, it was about twice in 1 week the teacher called me, and I said, you know what? I said, now daddy gotta whoop you. I said, now daddy gotta whoop you because you know what you're doing. I've talked to you several times about this. Like, you know what's going on. And she was like, Daddy, you told me I just need to know how to do all my work and pass my work. I know it's right. And I don't have nothing to do when I finish. So, I don't feel like, why am I getting in trouble for finishing my work and not being, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm literally doing what you told me to do. And I had never whooped her at that point. And she just looked me in my eyes and was like, so Dad, I'm getting a whooping for doing what you told me to do. And I was just like, bro.
Feel like a scumbag.
I was like, baby, come here. Like, just come here, baby. Just give me a hug. Like, but man, like, young men, please take care of your kids, bro. They need you in their life, bro. Like,
yeah.
Because look, he was towed up and his dad was in his life. So,
and imagine if I didn't have a dad.
Because my daddy got killed when I was 12. My daddy got killed when I was 12. So.
My dad slapped shit out of everybody listening to this live and everybody in their house.
It will tell you before you finna smack you.
Say, my daddy didn't play no games, bro. My daddy was old school, bro. My daddy was old school. He gonna tell you one time.
That's it.
That man sat down somewhere. I ain't somewhere sat down.
Ooh,
I ain't somewhere sat down. Nah, my dad ain't played no game. You gonna play that one more time. No warning, no nothing. He finna skin you. He finna skin you. He finna scalp you right on the spot.
You know I heard what he said.
In front of everybody. And don't care. I said sit down, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much, bro. I used to think my daddy was hard on me. I used to think my daddy didn't like me. I used to really, really think that. But now I look back where my dad is a superhero to me.
That's how,
like, hindsight is always 20/20. But I'm glad that I was able to tell him this before, you know what I'm saying, he passed away. So I'm at peace with everything. So this is not like I'm just sending out some regretful thoughts right now. No, it's not that at all. Like my daddy is a pure superhero to me. You know, everybody talk this talk about should men date women with kids. How you never hear me talk about that. You hear me talk about a lot of things, but you never hear me talk about women with kids. My daddy married a woman with 3 kids and raised her 3 kids like his own. Loved her kids, loved their kids like his grandkids, because that's what they are. And raised 3 extra ones plus over at least 10 to 15 more grandkids.
That's a man.
Think about like that's a superhero to me.
That's a superhero.
That's a superhero to me, man.
That's a superhero. Like,
the lights have always worked in my mind. Always. Something was always in the refrigerator. I may not always had what I wanted to eat, but something was always in there.
Yeah.
Something was in there. You know what I mean? But
you know, I come from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like he all the way 100. Big shouts out to Raymond. Like he
big money.
He came through it. My mom had 4. You know what I mean? Imagine how that's
I put it on your mind one day.
You did, and I never thought about it like that. But imagine you being just who you are. You know, a young man out here, you ain't got no kids. You meet a woman with 3 boys and 1 girl. The boys are already 12, one of them 13. One of them 11, one of them 9. You know, but the 11 you're already out. So you been the man of the house, and you know, who you think you finna come in and do what? Like, right. So big ups to him. But I never, you know, I don't call him Josiah my stepson. Right. You know, that is my son. Right. He is mine. Right. Like I ain't met nobody to tell me. Like I will lay down and die for him just like I would for the rest of mine. I don't look at them different. Exactly. You know, I don't look at them different. There is no step in my house. He's my son.
Man, the only thing I do have to say about that is that I don't think men should be shamed for their preference of not wanting to date women with kids. I think that's pretty dope that the women get to know up front who gonna be nice and not nice around their children. Yeah, literally. When they always say you never know with these men, they might break your daughter. They might, you know what I'm saying? They might delete you and your children, hurt you and your children. You know what I mean? You always say you want to know that up front. You didn't see the signals coming. With a man that's telling you he don't want to date you because you got kids, he just let you know up front. Yeah, so it ain't a bad thing. Yeah, because he don't care. It ain't a bad thing. You know what I mean? You just got to take it and move how you move with it. But like, I wouldn't take it in a bad sense, and that's real. That's real. I would rather you tell me before you harm me. If you tell me, if you walk through this door, I'm gonna shoot you in the face. Like I would rather you tell me than I just walk through the door and you shoot me in the face. Right. Like that's man. That's real talk, like man. And that's why I feel like that's why a lot of men kind of like sabotage the truth a little bit, because you know. You want something, you want it, you know. What you mean sabotage? Like as in the aspect of certain, when you say certain things, you might not get the same reaction you might have gotten if you were just truthful. You know, say you see a nice woman you like, she look good, you know, she might look like she got her stuff together or whatever, and she might have a couple kids at the house, and you just all right. I don't like kids. But you know, you're trying to pursue her in whatever way you're trying to pursue her. You might feel like you have to play that role to, you know, that's just real though. That's just real though. Like, so basically saying you might have to pretend you like the kids to get something from them off. Because you just want to smash. Sometimes that's how it is. How about you just tell her you want to smash? So. But okay, that's why men sabotage the truth. Just imagine if all your life, every woman you ever told, you just told them the blunt, honest truth. You didn't sugarcoat nothing. You just walk and say, man, look, man, you know what up? I'm trying to what you trying to do? You wouldn't get the same reaction as if you throw a little corny pickup line. And, man, that's all you look at me. You would not, bro. Listen, you know me. I listen. You know what? So you can't say that. Listen, but I feel like if I mean, it's about how you deliver it, but at the same time, I don't think
you would get that same response from a woman if you just kept it 100% pure, like brutal honesty.
Well,
Like,
you can't say that because, okay, do you believe that there's a segment of men out here that works for? Do you think there's some men with enough resources and enough whatever it is going on to where when they talking to a woman, they get in their ear, they be like, you know what, I'm really not, you know what I'm saying, looking for a relationship or nothing, but I think you sexy as hell. I want to just, you know, have fun, make memories with you tonight. So
I mean, depending on the resources, yeah.
So what I'm trying to tell you is that person that's trying to get with that woman and he feels like he has to lie to her to get her, he's working from a scarcity mindset. He's working from the mindset of he's always been told no, and he's scared he's gonna get turned down because if he tell the truth and be himself, he not gonna get none. But know what my counter to that is? Build yourself up to be the man that women don't say no to.
That's facts. That's facts too. That's facts too.
Build yourself up to be that.
I mean, like,
and then you won't have to lie,
right?
Because maybe that's all she probably wants from you too. She probably don't want you around her kids. She probably don't want you to meet her kids. You ever thought about that? You ever thought like
I mean, it's about a.
If you meet her and she got her own house and her kids live with her and she's a single mom, they don't need. She don't need you to meet her kids.
She don't need you. Yeah.
She might just really want somebody to talk to her or somebody just to put it down. But here it is, you acting like you like the kids, and she bring you around the kids. Your true colors come out, and now she feel like I brought this man around my kids, and he don't even like kids. He just lied to me to get what he wanted. When she really thinking in her head, he could have just gave me that and left.
Real spill. That's a real spill.
You know what I mean? Because you gotta. And my thing is though too. It goes back to what I said. If I had to lay down and have sex with a person and I can get pregnant, I would pick the best person too. So by nature, women want to have the first right of refusal. They want to be the one to tell you no. That's why they want you to be honest and upfront because of that biological reason. If they get tied to somebody, and back in the old days, you get yourself biologically tied to somebody with a child, that means death. You get with a weak man, a man ain't handling his business. When you pregnant, you down. Ain't nobody in the village finna take you in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what that means. So biologically, they still function in that way. So they want to have the first right of refusal. Cool, no problem. The problem that we're running into now in today's world is this is the first generation of women due to social media and easy access to sex that women are being told. A certain type of women are being told no for sex. That's what the fuss is about. If a man is telling you, no, I don't like you, I don't like whatever your body type is, I don't like them skinny, I don't like them thick, I don't like natural hair, I don't like weave, I don't like this. He's basically telling you I don't want to have sex with you. in a way, and you're being rejected.
Yeah, right.
This is the first generation of women that are being rejected because men had to shop for women close in their area.
Yeah.
Now they have the illusion that they can get to anyone. They can right now. I could DM a chicken out right now in Nebraska. I don't know nobody in Nebraska. I can type in Nebraska and listen. Instagram is the #1 dating site, and if somebody is following your girl Instagram, he's in her pocket. He can send her a message. He can call her. He can video chat with her. He can send her pictures. Can't nobody else see but her.
Yeah.
So everybody got access to everybody. And this is the first time that women are being told no.
That's wild.
That's all it is.
Wild.
And they fussing about it. But men, like, we used to it. Yeah. I got told no in kindergarten.
I
don't like that, boy. I don't like that fat bow-legged boy. I don't like him.
My whole life, man.
Right.
My whole life.
It is what it is.
Men are used to it.
We used to the word no. You know.
Women they ain't used to it.
They not used to it, boy. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
They ain't used to it.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. We got, man, we in here, man. Yeah, we struggle streaming. We getting it done. We got 4 people watching, bro. I'm so grateful for y'all 4 people. We got 4 people. I ain't tripping. We gonna look back at this.
Yeah, I was gonna say this.
And we gonna be like, bro, you know, we had 4 pounds. We had 4 views today. 4 views today. Tell you, it's gonna work, bro. It's gonna work, man. We've been going strong. 45 minutes already, bro. I feel good. We always on Sunday nights, LaShawn, I'm off every Sunday, and he either get off, you know what I'm saying, comfortably on a Sunday, or he's off on Sunday. Because he the first person, I'm talking about, he was 16 years old, going to jobs telling people, oh, I don't work on Sundays. That's the Lord's day. Even if you go to church or not, that's family day. I don't work on Sundays. I do not work on Sundays. You can call me any other day. I don't work on Sundays.
That's my thing, man. I don't work on Sundays.
You got kids now. Your man that work every day of the week.
Hey, what time you need? I got to. I ain't lying. Oh, man. Boy, I ain't lying. That was the boy. Young, man. Young.
You know what I mean? And what we saying?
Man, about
no, Sundays. Yeah, Sean is always here on Sundays. So we always had a while to have conversations. And it just be talking. You know what I'm saying? So I just, you know what I'm saying, man. I'm finna set me up a studio, bro. And I've been wanting to do this. Let's talk about my background for a second. Let's talk about the background for a second, man. I have most of my favorite teams up here and some of my favorite people. You know what I mean? I'm a diehard Laker fan and a Kobe Bryant fan.
Man.
So y'all see that over my Ben. I'm the real Kobe Bryant fan. All these stages of Kobe career, each one of these stages. That's why I dope about this picture. My sister-in-law got me this picture, by the way, as a wedding gift. All the way from his rookie year to here, if you go this way, it's one dunking motion that he's doing, but each Kobe is a different year he had in the NBA. So he's aging as he dunks the ball. And it's pretty dope. I love that picture. I love that picture, man. I wish that was a real autograph, bro. My goal was to meet Kobe Bryant, but that shit that really hurt.
Hey, you were the first person.
I was real like hurt, bro.
When
that shit hurt.
Died, I did. Listen, you and Rodney, you and Cuz.
I was hurt, bro.
I said when I seen it, I was at work. I don't remember what I was doing, but I just went on my phone and I said, I seen it the first time, and I said, I seen it on like Instagram or something, and it said, R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. I said, people always playing, man. Why they do wish death on that man?
Right.
And like 20 minutes later, CNN popped up on my phone and said, and when I seen CNN, I said, oh no, I said it's true. I immediately called you, and you was already going through it. You was like, yeah, man, I heard, man, that shit. I was bad, but you was hurt. You were you and Rodney were the real Black Mamba fans.
I was real life hurt.
Y'all was the real Kobe fans, like for real.
I ain't lying to you, bro. It messed me up, bro. It really did. It's just something you wasn't expecting, dog.
Yeah, not at all.
What I always respect about Kobe, bro, was the hard work. It was the work.
Yeah.
It was the work. Because the reward is in the work. I always believe that. Like the reward is in the work. It's not in the paycheck. Because you can lose that job. Watch this. You can lose that job, but if you take the work ethic with you, you will make more money.
Right.
You will. It will happen. You know what I mean? So, and he took the work ethic. So, you know, the few years he had after basketball, he won an Oscar. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know, it was just. Rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace, his daughter. Rest in peace, everybody else that was on the helicopter. That one kind of hit me. I got Muhammad Ali over here. You know, the great Muhammad Ali. That's one of my favorite pictures right there. I found that canvas, bro. If I told you I found that canvas, that you wouldn't believe me, but I got it for the low. I am Southern University. I'm Southern Jaguar every day, all day. Baton Rouge, you know. Got my flag, my table. That's flag is my tablecloth. And, you know, Bayou Bengals all day, baby. And these my partners up here right here. This is, you know, this is hear no evil. This is see no evil. And this is speak no evil. You know what I mean? These my boys. So, you know, you caught it with the foolishness. If I want to blow you down, I'm just, you know, put my hand over this. You know what I'm saying? If I don't want to hear that bullshit, I'm going to put my hand over this. And you know what I'm saying? If you know, I won't see that. You know what I mean? Good. But Troy was supposed to come up. You know what I'm saying? He never came up. What advice would you give a young lady dating a young man nowadays today? Dating junior age, Tyler age. Because see, I believe I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead.
No. I want to hear.
Okay, I'll tell you what I believe, but then I'll let you go. I believe that you should give different messages to them. Men and women are not the same. I would give different messages to each one. To let's say the 24-year-old. 24-year-old young lady today dating, what would you tell her? What advice would you give?
Watch for the signs. You're not crazy. What you see is what you get.
Uh-huh.
And that's with everything. I mean, see how he talks to women and how you want him to talk to you, and see what you want. If what you like and your perception on a good man is not what you automatically see, then I would go with what I see.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. I mean, it's different with women because they got we the crabs in the bucket. They got, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would just go for what you want, and what, you ain't crazy. What you see is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Because I mean, a man's first impression on you is going to be his best impression. And when you're first meeting him, that's going to be his best way of acting in every aspect is going to be on that in that time frame.
Yeah. Well, my wife asked me something today. My wife asked me, she said, it's about women say that why can't men become more emotionally invested what women are asking for? She said, are the men being emotionally available and the women just not picking it up? I said a lot of it might be. I said so it might be a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I think it is men showing that themselves in certain ways, and women don't pick it up because we don't express ourselves like we do. And she was like, "Well, how can a woman know? Like if a man not going to express himself, he's not going to say it. I mean, he's going to be buying you things." And she said, "I think he's going to be buying you things and this, that, and that." I said, "No, baby. No, because if he got money, he was going out to eat anyway."
Right.
He was going shopping anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Might as well bring you along or just stunt with you, show off to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're easier to get in. You feel me? And so I was like, how you can tell is, I would tell a young lady, if she's asking me if the young man, how to tell if he's emotionally invested in her, pay attention to how he cares about what you're emotionally invested in.
That's real. That's facts.
How does he respond to the boundaries that you set? The thing, your non-negotiables, how does he respond to that? The things that make you feel a certain type of way, how does he respond to those things? Does he emotionally care about those things? Does he show that he cares about those things?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing that I would tell them to do.
Right. But
and
some, don't get me wrong, like some guys show that, but they don't. Some guys are not very good at, you know what I'm saying, showing emotion. Like it may seem nonchalant, but I mean, like you say, like Law said, you got to look at everything. Like, I mean, you tell him something about just say you want to do makeup or something, he may buy you, a makeup kit or something like that, but he may not say nothing about it, but he's still like, when women are more like they're verbal, like they're verbal creatures. They like reassurance. They like,
right,
they like you to verbally communicate with them. Like, so I would say like some guys are kind of, showing, an emotional connection with you, but it may not be verbally communicating it.
I'm gonna say, if you say one of your non-negotiables is that you can't talk, if you can't be dealing with other bitches while you're dealing with me, and he don't deal with other bitches.
It's facts. Real shit.
If you tell him
that he don't do
he's
nothing.
Emotionally invested in you.
Yeah, he is.
If you say that you would like for him to communicate with you, just pick up the phone instead of shooting a text and say, "Hey, how you doing?"
Right.
Just hit me up to ask me, "Hey, how was my day going?" and just listen. If you tell him that that's important to you and he do that, he can.
He can.
End of discussion. If he don't do that, he don't.
Time.
It's simple.
Anything he does to invest in you, whether it's if you like
We would do whatever.
Raising Cane's. He bring you Raising Cane's. Listen, that man is
he trying to best thing you. Nah, we will tell you whatever. Most men will tell you whatever you want to hear to lay down with you. They will tell you whatever you want to hear to lay down with you.
Literally.
You know what I mean? But what you can't do is fake emotional investment. You can't fake that
at all.
You can't fake it if you care. It's just like, you know, it's like that meme I see. With the 4 blocks there, the man, he was hugging her. The next one, he was holding her hand. The next one, they was laying up after sex, smoking the blunt. And the next one, they was playing with the kids at the park. And then the next line right up under said, "But I'm single though." We're not together. I'm single. You can't fake that, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. I don't know, it's hard, man. I don't know what the hell to tell them, bro. I got my daughters, I'm raising my daughters 100%. I am the man that I want my daughters to marry. That's how I conduct myself. I walk around, I conduct myself, I handle people, speak to people, talk to people. Like, I am the man I want my daughters to marry. You know, and I'm going to give them the game. That's
I'm going to give them the game. I'm gonna give my daughters the game, and however you take it, and
I'm so grateful for my father-in-law. My father-in-law is the best thing that ever happened to me. Yeah. Shout out to Jeff.
Shout out.
My neck. You know what I mean?
Shout out.
My father-in-law said, "But listen, bro, him and my mother-in-law, I tell them all the time. I say it on this YouTube. I say it to the world. They did an amazing. I tell them what I tell them. Y'all crazy as hell. I love y'all to death, boy. I love y'all to death. But y'all did. One thing that can't nobody take from you. You did an amazing job raising my mother.
Yes. Same to my in-laws, man. My mother and Jerry.
Bro.
Listen, my mother, you told me that girl was crazy. I believe.
Baby Sean? Baby Sean? I feel sorry for you, Baby Sean.
I told you. Man, when I call her, you know you love your girl when you call her mama. You call her mama.
You see what I'm saying?
This girl tripping. Baby Sean, I fucking told you. Fucking crazy. I told you. And I just shout out to y'all, man. Y'all did a good job.
Man,
my father-in-law.
When I met my father-in-law, get what he told me. I feel sorry for you, bro.
He knows she told her.
I feel sorry for you, G. That's how I made this death, bro. That's how I made this death.
you know what father-in-law told me? When I told him I was serious,
But my wife not how I made this up.
No,
she not.
She's semi. She right there.
She
like nice things.
I'm really the bougie one. Keep
she like nice things, She like nice things. My father told me.
I knew she would tell. She said, "I'm not spoiled. I'm just loved." I said,
"Oh, that's what we going."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess so.
My father told me, that woman that I told him, I said, "I'm really serious, about your daughter, Mr. Warren. I really think, she the one for mom to take to the next level." He said, "Yeah, you got my blessing. But I'm gonna let you know that woman in that kitchen pointing to my mother-in-law. Crazy as hell. And I'm gonna just let you know the apple don't fall too far from the tree." And he left me with that. I said, I ain't get it at first. I was just like, okay, yeah, Shit, my Lord told me, but he did an awesome job. He raised them.
I go to Walmart. I go Walmart.
I told you what I told you. I know Chris. I don't know Christian. You know Toya. You don't know little Toya. And we go. And what it is, told I'm telling you,
it's crazy,
man.
Bro. It's crazy, bro. Well, shit, that's gonna bleed into next week. Next week's topic, man, is going to be don't love me, respect me. Don't love me, respect me,
bro.
And tonight we rolled out my first episode. We kind of we had a certain topic to talk about. I wanted to cut the camera on. I wanted to just get my feet wet. We definitely going to be coming back every Sunday night for sure. We're going to be doing our live show, but depends on how the schedule opens up for both of us throughout the week. Anytime that we get a chance, we're gonna make a thumbnail and we're gonna go live. We're gonna talk about current events. We're gonna do reactions to videos of current situations on social media, Facebook, Instagram, all that silly stuff. Yes. We're gonna have certain topics. We're gonna dive, and we're just gonna grow, man. We're gonna grow. We're gonna keep getting bigger, keep getting better. Well, I'm going to be dropping clips all this week on this channel. I'm going to be dropping clips from tonight. You know what I'm saying? A few gems we may have dropped. I'm going to go back and I'm going to listen. I'm going to try to chop it up. We were just kind of winging it. Me and my brother, we see now the direction we want to go to and things of that nature. And, I'll be doing reviews. I feel redundant. It's been a while since I've been in front of the camera. I feel a little redundant. I'm going to be doing reviews to certain videos, certain things I be seeing my wife watch. She can't watch TV with me because I just be like, look at this beta. Look at this dude, bro. Get up, bro. Like, what are you doing? Why are you crying behind this woman? Like, what are you talking about? She don't like you back, bro. Like, go ahead and watch the video. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have different things like that over here, man. We're going to have a good time with this channel. I finally got my baby up and running. Got my little section, my little corner over here. You know what I'm saying? My little girl.
I was about to say, listen, I say, the 4 people we had on there tonight, buying all y'all smart cars in a minute.
Man, I appreciate it. It's gonna work. It's gonna pop, man. And
hey, y'all tune in. Make sure y'all tune in next Sunday. It's going up. We're gonna talk about everything. We're gonna have y'all tuning in,
Have my sound effects popping next week. I ain't really got it. I'm gonna have sound effects popping. You're gonna be looking at some videos next week. We're gonna have matter of fact, let's see. Invites. Copy. I got you. Watch this. Anybody want to come up? I know we only got 2 people in here. Link is in the chat.
Yeah.
Link is in the chat.
Loud and strong, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Link is in the chat. Anybody want to come up? Anybody want to talk? We'll leave it there. There's only 2 people in here. Let me see something. Let's see. Man, I got my intro that I'm doing. My intro is Lit Wavy by AR. Yeah. I got his blessings. And he said I can use his music. I said I can use his music. Copyright, fair use. He said I can use his music. So I will be using that for my intro. And making me a couple of trailers with that. This camera is really, really clear. We look really, really nice. I got everything rolling. Getting my intro done, getting my trailer done. I'm gonna set us up some photo shoots. We're gonna have some branding with me, him, and Troy. We're gonna have Troy and him trying to bring him up. We can at least get a few comments in tonight from him. If not, he'll definitely be here, you know what I'm saying, next week. We'll probably go live sometime throughout this week, late at night. I'm gonna go live this week every day, a few days just to go. So he probably gonna end up coming back.
Oh yeah.
What else?
Anything pop up, we there to talk about it. We want to get y'all opinions about it and everything.
Look, you ready to talk about my Facebook post?
Yeah.
Say, bro, why do
let's go.
Facebook posts? Why does my opinion matter so much to people? Like, why does it resonate in your soul the way that it does? I know what the number one thing is, though. If I send you a message and it's a text message, you can read it with whatever emotion that you want to read it with, so you can misconstrue the message. And it's the same thing with Facebook. If you see a message from me, you can easily misconstrue that message, or you can just clearly ask me to clarify.
Right.
Because any choice or decisions that I make in life is based on the facts. If the facts say I'm a scumbag, I'm a scumbag. I can't go around telling people I'm a good person. So all of anything that I say or I post, I can back it up. When people want to come
that's
up.
What I like about most of your posts. I like a lot of people know you, but they don't know you like on a personal level. It may be school, it may be business, it may be, the gym, it may be, just Facebook or just because they book with you or something like that, But like when I be at home and I be reading, I'll be waiting on it. Like I'll be having popcorn and everything, waiting on it. I'll be waiting on the comments. But like a lot of people, like a lot of stuff you say, you are living it and you believe it. Like you've been standing on it. That's like I say, standing strong, like you staying firm on what you believe in.
I do.
So a lot of your posts, I be like just dumbfounded at the people who trying to argue the point, but it's like if you know E, this is E. Like this, he been believing this. Like he been feeling like this, like for at least the last 15 years.
If you have a homeboy who goes to law school and after he finishes law school, you see him in a courtroom, you wouldn't be shocked, right?
Not at all.
If you had a homeboy that went to culinary school and then you went to a 5-star restaurant, you seen him in the back cooking, would you be surprised?
Not at all.
If your sister went to police academy and then you seen her in a police uniform and in a police car after she graduated, would you be surprised?
No.
Why are people surprised when I have a microphone, a camera, or any kind of mass communication in front of me?
Facts.
When they watch me go to school for this graduation, so now they see me doing it, they're shocked and they're surprised. Who you think you? Who the fuck are you? Who are you? What you don't know is that ain't all people. That ain't all. It's most, goddammit. It's at least 51%.
At least.
So I'm right.
At least.
If I say something, if I say, yeah, that's what they do, yeah, 51% of you at least do that.
And I like that you come with the facts. The facts, like
shout out to Dr. Daniels at Southern University, Intro to Music. It was an intro to music class, an elective I had to take, but we didn't learn shit about music. We learned life. And the one thing that he taught me with my mass communications, do your due diligence. Anything that you believe in, study it, learn it, read it for yourself. Learn it for yourself.
Get the facts on it.
Get the facts on it for yourself. Do your due diligence. And whatever the facts say they are, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It is not what you want it to be in your head. There's no such thing as your truth. There's only the truth. There's no such thing as your truth. There's only the truth.
That's facts. You can't make a truth because you believe it. There's facts.
Well, in my truth, when I go to the movie theater, they always discriminate against me. When I go there, that's my truth. Okay, could you elaborate? It's like an onion. You got to peel back the layers. What do you mean they discriminate against you? Well, they make me walk up to the thing and buy my popcorn instead of going sit down. Every time you go, yeah, every time I go. Well, when I go, I have a good time. You know why? Because I walk up to the front and go get mine.
Right.
It's all about perspective.
Right. You
think that they shouldn't have the nerve. I mean, shouldn't send you up there to get your own. And everybody else going to do it. It's you.
You the problem.
It's you. That's not the. But no, watch this. Your truth is you having issues. The truth is. The policy is for everybody. There's no such thing as your truth. It's the truth.
And that's why I love it, because man, when you come with them facts, bro, it's just when you put a person at the standstill to where they can't say nothing, they just mad now and don't want to talk.
Bro, like I don't like to make people upset. I don't like to, bro, but like I'm gonna always stand up for right and wrong, and I'm always gonna say what's right. I'm always gonna say it. Like I'm not gonna stop being me because you're you. I'm not. I'm not gonna stop being me because you're you. I know how to keep scrolling. I know how to like. This is the number one thing. You always, my little sister say, you always making the people tussle.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I'm always making the people tussle. That's what you're saying? But where are they tussling at? Are they tussling? Watch this. Are they tussling on my comment on somebody else's page? Or are they tussling on my page? I just want to be sure. They are tussling on my page. They can keep scrolling.
they can, but it's something about that.
It's
When it's even close to a little bit of the truth, you gotta bite it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like right now, somebody.
What's one of my posts? Not the last one about the deletions. Not that. What was one of my posts before that people were crazy about? It's a lot. Anything I say, they tend to.
It's a lot, bro. Okay, man, I be on that all day on there reading the comments, bro.
Why are so many women excited about other women getting divorced? They
that was the uproar. When it I'm my personal opinion.
And my truth
was the truth. You know, it was like I see so many women like rooting for it. Like,
why? I didn't say you were a horrible person. I didn't say that you suck. I didn't say you were stupid. I didn't say that your mama shouldn't have had you.
None of that.
I didn't say any of that.
None of that.
I didn't say none of that. That's what I said. Why are so many women happy about it? Nobody ever answered it. Nobody answered it. Everybody just, well, why are you worried? You must be going through something. Because we get tired of her coming over here, complaining about here. Why don't you tell her to go work it out with her husband instead of coming to your house? Why are you excited about that?
Why are you pushing her to get a divorce?
Right. It's the middle-aged. Never been married, ain't gonna get married. Messy women who always got something to say negative about everybody else.
And I always
and the men who can't get nobody to like them back, who disrespect all women. I'm telling you to the men, they always say, "Oh, well, all women do this," and then the women say, "Well, all men do this." Why you worry about them all? You only need one person to like you back.
That's it.
You only need one person to like you back. So if you can't find one person to like you back, it's you.
You the dog, bro.
It's you. You know what I mean? And so for you to, man, bro, I would never, ever, even as a married man, when I wasn't married, bro, my married partners or anybody else would talk to me or they would say anything, you know what I would say? I am not married.
Right. That's always been my.
Well, what that's supposed? I just asked you a question, man. Listen, I am not married.
Right.
I cannot answer that.
Yeah.
I can't give you only I can tell you to do, bro. Work it out with your wife.
That's it.
That's all I can tell you to do.
Every married person, every homeboy, brother,
because man, bro, is different.
I don't. And you know what my motto was? I don't get married people business.
I don't get married people business. Because know why? If you do, that's no why. They gonna kiss and make up, and then you're gonna be the outside person that was talking about them. You're gonna forever be there. You know, so you just stay out of that. You feel me?
And that's like that was my biggest thing, like with people, like men and women. There's no gender, but I had to learn along. You know, I hang around you. I hang all of y'all older than me. You know what I'm saying? On the strength of my brother, all y'all older than me. I learned at 17 when I had my daughter. A wise man once told me, man, if somebody around you every day, they in the same situation you in, how they gonna tell you how to get out of your situation if they in the same situation with you and they still in the same situation? A married woman,
I feel like
be getting divorced, getting advice from a woman who's had a divorce or is not married.
I would say
same with
would say never been married. A woman that's divorced, been married and divorced, she can give you some advice. I truly believe that. True. If I took the test and failed it, I can give you some advice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I give you some pointers. I really do.
That's facts.
I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't like the celebration of families not being together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm a wedding photographer. You cannot not love families and people and be a wedding photographer. You just can't do it
at all. Don't go in there.
You can't. If you don't like people, you cannot be a photographer.
It's like being a babysitter and not liking kids.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So I champion families and I champion nuclear families, and it's just, I don't like to see that when it come up. My sister say, look what she say. The There we go. The deletion one. Can't say the A word, so we're gonna say the deletion. The way I feel about that, I pulled up the numbers, and the numbers showed me that 63% of deletions were from basically I had fun, I got pregnant, and now I don't want it no more.
Mm-hmm.
I think my mom always told me you got to stand up and handle your business, your responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the basis of it come from with me on that one. That's the basis of it. That's just what I've always heard. But the real reason, you want to know my real reason for feeling that way? When I hear them say that the deletion or Roe versus Wade was about the white people wanting to protect their race, wanting to make sure they had white babies. And I say, I like that. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with a white man saying, hey, I love white babies and I want to make sure that they're here and I want to make sure it's a lot of them. Because I feel the same exact way about brown people. So another thing, the real reason why my real reason is I used to didn't vote. And people told me to at least do your due diligence on that. Look at the policies, look at, the people that's running, what they stand for, and then make your decision whether it's left or right. Just make your decision. You know what I'm saying? At least vote, participate in the process. So that's what I did. And I learned a lot in my journey along that process. And just my thoughts are on that situation. The black population is only 13%. It has been 13% for the last 40 years. We aren't growing
at all. Yeah,
we aren't growing. We don't have political numbers in mass. We don't. Even if every last one of us, the ones that are incarcerated and the ones that have felonies and the ones who don't go out and vote, even if all of them went to the polls and every last person voted, we're still only 13%. All we can do is just be loud because we can't change policies. We need the little ones to change the policies. At the same time, I believe it's her body, her choice up until my child is in your stomach. Then that's our womb. That's my child. That's the way I feel about that. That's the way I think about that. That's what I believe about that. That's just what it is. I truly, truly believe that. I believe if you have the right to delete the child, watch this, then I should have the right to have a financial financial deletion from the child. Since I can't do that and somebody has to take care of the child and that shouldn't be there, I feel like then we both should have the option if we're going to keep it or not. I feel like it should be fair across the board. And what the Roe versus Wade, the federal court system basically said is that, hey, it's a state's issue. You want to be able to do that in your state, vote people in that believe in that. On a federal level, we're not saying that we're not protecting that no more. So if the state said that they're not doing it, then y'all just can't do it in that state. Find somewhere else to go and do it. But you got to read the opinions of the justices too. I read the opinions of all the justices too. And the justices are the people who actually change the people who sit on the table. I read their opinions on, what I'm saying? I read basically like a cliff noted version of their summarized version of their opinions of why they did what they did. And the actual what's in the Constitution too. You know what I mean? So, but they made it a state's issue. If whatever state you want to take care, it's not a morale thing. It's not a morality thing with me. If that's what you want to do, I don't believe that you're going to hell. And I don't believe that you're a horrible person, you suck, and you this. And I ain't got nothing to do with that at all. It's political with me.
Yeah.
We don't have enough soldiers.
We don't.
Whatever we out here fighting for, arguing for, fussing about, cussing about, riding about, tearing up about. We have some situations where our people just be flat out tripping. We have some situations where they are very, very valid and we need more soldiers. We need more votes. Where are we going to get them from? Where are we going to get them from?
It's like 13%.
It's like
we can't put a dent in that.
We can't put a dent in anything right now. That's why we always need people to vote with us. We always need the Mexicans to vote with us. We always need the poor whites to vote with us. We always need others to vote with us because we are so small.
Man, 13%.
And it's been that way for the last 40 years. So it's like you can do whatever you want to do. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to say you're a horrible person and you're going to hell and you shouldn't be doing this. You did that and that. No, that ain't even my style. That ain't even my thing. But my thing is though, on a personal level, I believe if you lay, you know what I'm saying, you lay down and make it, you stand up and take it. That's the way my daddy told me, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Handle your business on that. And that's just the way I think about it sometimes. But who are my personal beliefs to put that on some woman's body or put that on somebody else? So I don't come from that angle. My angle, 100% rooted that we don't have enough soldiers. And I just believe that, you know, I feel a lot of mixed feelings about it.
Me as well, because I mean, it's a lot of different outlooks on it that, you know what I'm saying, that I took upon. Like, with a woman, I feel like, hey, that's your body. You do what you want. You know, I'm a male. I don't have any say so in that. I don't want any say so in that. I'm not a female. Can't be a female. Don't want to be a female. But I feel like in certain situations, as if you were raped or something of that nature, or
you should be able to
that
not go. You shouldn't have to be stuck with that.
Yeah, right.
Straight up.
That's just 100% me. But like you said, if you just, I mean, that all goes into you being an adult. If you feel like you're an adult and you go and you want to have a good time, dude, I mean, wrap it up. Do what you gotta do, but don't. I wouldn't say I would just fully take it away. It would be like I say, it'll have to be a situation like that, or you just like, if you just having a good time, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? You got to take care of it. Right. Like Momo used to say, you make your bed, you lay in it. But I'm with you on it. We got to do 13%, bro. Look at this. That is horrible.
Look at this. My sister said, or encourage other Black men to vote. Black women have one of the largest voting blocks. What I would say to that is, to this right here is, I would say a lot of Black men are disenfranchised. Like, they are just disenfranchised. They are disenfranchised.
Yeah.
They are disenfranchised, bro. And like, tell me what policy that has been put in place for me as a Black man that I'm benefiting from.
Not a minute.
That I could just think about top of my head. It might be some. I don't mean something just oblivious like Obamacare that covers white people and everybody else. I'm talking about Black men. Black men. But she's still right too. They need to get out and vote. I encourage them to vote. This right here, she plus this. She said there's a 10-year-old who is pregnant in Ohio by grape in Ohio. Under their law, she has to carry the baby to term. That's horrible.
That is absolutely horrible.
That is absolutely horrible. That's horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's something in place where the little girl can go to a state to where, you know what I mean, it is, legal, and she can get it taken care of, I think that she should, but I think that that's horrible. I don't think that she should have to live with that. Let's see, healthcare professionals are taking her across state lines to obtain the deletion. I just said that.
Yeah.
I just said that.
Right.
And that's what I'm talking. Everything is nuanced. Everything is nuanced, and you have to put everything into context. If I said that the post said that they're not making you have a baby, they're telling you to pick better. Anybody who knows me or anybody in their right mind know I'm not talking about if somebody was taken advantage of and great. You really just looking to argue and don't want to be held accountable.
And that's
the part that's disingenuous to me. But don't think that everything is not nuanced. So I'm gonna sit here and say, yeah, she should keep it. A 10-year-old.
Right, literally, yeah.
Come on, that makes no sense.
That's why I didn't understand why
I definitely think they have another message for y'all. Not all y'all need criminal justice reform. Thank you. Thank you. That is a word. That is a word. Not all y'all need criminal justice reform. Thank you. I don't need criminal justice reform.
At all.
I don't need that.
At all.
I'm not breaking the laws. I'm not going to jail.
At all.
I don't need to be rehabilitated. None of that. I don't need it. I'm not a convicted felon. Any of that. I don't need it. I really appreciate the interaction, Allison. And like, it's just like situations like my little sister, like I have sisters. Cause you think I have sisters, I have daughters.
Yeah.
Like the thing about it is though, man, I've told you this, while I said on here, the analogy where the young lady leaves home and she has on a see-through dress and she has on just like pasties over her nipples, and she has on revealing underclothes too, and she has a see-through dress on. She goes out by herself, and she catches the train, and she goes out. People on the train, and she goes to the bar, and she gets sloppy drunk. She dances with a few guys, gropes a few guys, has fun. You know what I'm saying? Backs it up on a few guys. Then she leaves there. She stumbling a little bit. She gets back on the train. She actually passes out on the train. She's passed out. Her legs are open. She still has that dress on. She went to when she got to her stop. She heard the bell chime on the train. She got off the train and she went inside the house. She closed the door, locked it, went to bed, went to sleep, woke up the next morning fine. You know why she didn't get raped?
Why is that?
Because there were no rapists out that night. There's nothing a woman can do to make a man take advantage of her. There's nothing she can wear. There's no place she can go. There's no amount of alcohol she can consume. There's nothing that she can do that can force a man to do that to her at all. With that being said, she put herself in a horrible position for that, and a lot of other things bad to happen. You know what I mean? So that's the analogy that I give in the sense of bro, I give the analogy in the sense of there's nothing that a woman can do to be great, but she has to put herself in the best positions with the men that they are picking and decisions that they are making. When I say a whole bunch of other bad things, so they thinking only about rape when a woman wears something like that. And I just told you that there's nothing that she can do. But the other bad things that can happen might be a baby dad.
All right.
Might be a man who sees bad, who, if he's talking to you like that, he has bad intentions. You think he's cool, he think you cool. Y'all actually do hook up consentingly. It might bring a baby daddy. It might bring a negative situation in the club. It might bring you getting broke. It might make you easy pickings for somebody who do want to hurt you. So when I make a post, pick better, that's for the ones who out here just wilding.
Yeah, literally, yeah. And that's real spill. Like, I want that, and that's how I want to raise my daughters. Like, if you don't see yourself marrying this person, don't lay down with them. Like, if you do choose to have fun, like, be responsible. Like, he's not telling you what to do with your body. He's just saying, pick a choice if you had to stick with this person forever, let that be their choice.
Right.
Like, don't just be out here just wilding and think, oh, I'm gonna just go pay this little bit of money and get this gone.
But now I do truly believe that that's something. If she want to go out, I have fun. Who am I to tell you not to use your body and have fun? Who am I? Morally, who am I? Non-morally, who am I? Socially, who am I? Financially, no matter what level, who am I to tell you what to do with your body? I'm nobody. What I'm telling, just tell my sisters is make better decisions, because you're gonna get left holding the bag if you pick the wrong man.
Yes. Quick.
That's all I'm saying.
Quick.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not here to tell them, you know what I'm saying, fuss. If you ever hear me making posts, let me preface this. If you ever hear me making posts on Facebook, I'm coming from a perspective of a big brother. From a brother or uncle perspective. I'm not coming at Kevin Samuels' perspective. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to the Godfather. You feel me? I'm not coming from that kind of perspective. You know what I mean? But that's what people think that they're getting over here on this podcast. You know, as right as I think that man was with a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
He came with the facts.
He had some things that I did. He had some things that I don't agree with at the same time. But like, I'm not here to tell people what they already know about themselves. You just don't come over here acting delusional.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. Just don't come over here with the madness, because I hold myself 100% accountable for where I'm at in life, what I do, what I've done, everything, man. You know? So
stand on it.
Yes.
Stand on it.
Oh man. Yeah, we got
that's what I'm talking about.
We got 4 people watching, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's gonna be all right. I tell you, I'd rather deal with the 4 people who watching than the ones who not, bro. Yeah. I'm serious. Where is Troy? Troy fake. We gonna blow you, bro. We blowing you down.
Oh, yeah.
Down. I'll pull this back up and watch it later. Oh man. So next week we're gonna have a little bit better production. Next week we're gonna have the soundboard popping. Next week we're gonna have my intro popping. We're gonna have some music in the background. We're gonna have certain topics we're gonna talk about. We're gonna bring up a few videos and we're gonna have the discussions about them. We're gonna do reactions to them. And we're gonna have fun with this, man. Next week, the topic, we're coming up with the thumbnail, but the topic is most definitely gonna be don't love me. Respect me. You know, because it's something, you know, you'll lie to somebody you love.
You'll hurt somebody you love.
But you won't do it to somebody you respect.
At all.
You know, that's just how I feel. We got fun with this. I want to thank my little sister, Dr. Allison Smith.
Dr. Allison
Smith. Dr.
Make sure you don't forget the doctor.
I'm a PhD. I had to get her. But shout out to my little sister, man. She is amazing, bro. My little sister is literally one of the
sweet, bro.
She's one of the sweetest people I know.
So sweet, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like she always being well. Like I never think she, like even if she don't know, she might be clueless about something. You feel me? I never think she has bad intentions
at all.
Yeah, I never think that. You know, I never ever think that about.
I don't even think I ever get mad, bro.
Right. And I want to give a shout out to next week that's gonna be the topic, but I'm gonna start the next week off with, you know what I'm saying, a tribute to my lady. I'm gonna put the video together, LaShawn gonna put something together. We're gonna definitely give a tribute to my wife. I want to thank my beautiful wife. She has pushed me and 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 pushed me. She has told me, come in this studio, get it together, just cut the stream on, go live, get your voice out there, do your thing. And my wife is just an amazing woman. She's so supportive of all my dreams and aspirations, and like she reaps the benefit of all the decision making that I make in this house, and she's just always there to support me, and she's just always there to push me and love me and guide me, and I'm just so grateful for her. So I want to tell you thank you, baby. I really appreciate you. I love you, and thank you for sharing your life with me.
Oh yeah. And for my nieces. Yeah.
Sean was there when I met my wife, man.
Yeah, we was talking, man. We was talking, man.
I'm gonna get ready.
Hey, I never seen.
I'm gonna get her.
You did that. I swear. What it was about a week.
That would be too long. That would be too long.
What it was about a week.
Yeah, I say, but next time I see you, I got a story to tell.
Yeah, hey, you had a story to tell.
I got my wife. She's amazing.
I ain't lying.
Man, yeah. Shout out to my sister-in-law, Toya, too, man. I go hard behind Toya. I keep him in line, Toya.
I love you, man. I love you, babe. Appreciate you. She be there with the babies, tussling and all that all day while she at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, she do her thing. She crazy.
Oh, play with her. Hold on now. Shoot that shot. Yeah. Come right or come correct. Yeah, I'm vetting you. If I hook you over, my little sister, I'm vetting you. Yes, I'm gonna vet you.
You better be together. You better be all the way together. I'm telling you.
You better be together.
That's Dr. Allison.
Man, no, but she ain't like that though. She don't lead. She don't like that. She does not lead with her degree, but she can't change who she is either. Like don't dumb yourself down and don't back you who you are. But she not like that. My sister sweet as pie, man.
Yeah, like, but she. I mean, I'd rather her get somebody that's, you know.
You ain't gotta worry about that.
Man,
trust me, her bid processes, you know what I'm saying? That's been tight. You know, she run a tight ship. I'm saying,
she run a tight
ship. I ain't kidding.
Oh man,
bro. Well, the Loud and Strong podcast. It's lagging a little bit. There we go. Loud and Strong podcast, man. I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for listening. All 2 or 3, 4 y'all tonight.
Let's go.
I'm gonna play this all week. I'm gonna reclip this all week. Sean, bro, I love you, bro. I want to play that, and this journey gonna be fun, bro. We're gonna have a good time with this.
You already know.
And Troy, you fake as a bitch. And we finna get out of here, man. I'm tell you, like I always say, be good or be good at it. Pray every day like it's all up to God, then get out and go work like it's all up to you. Peace out, man. Thank y'all for joining the Loud and Strong podcast. Sean, signing out, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Adios.